Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. What I want to talk about is the real reason why Angie Stone died and what musicians and artists need to know. The first thing you have to understand is this: without God, you are nothing. Do you understand? Without God, you are nothing. That's the first thing you have to understand as an artist. The second thing you must understand is that it's not the music industry that took Angie Stone out. These are some of the lies that people like to proclaim, especially when they regurgitate my talking points. It's not the music industry. The one that took Angie Stone out was the devil. And the reason being is that she wasn't being directed by God. You understand? At Benjamin, why are you even here? You shouldn't even be here if you are assuming everything is a conspiracy. You don't believe in God. So why are you here? Just leave. You come in really quick. I haven't been on 2 minutes yet. And according to you, everything is a conspiracy. It was an accident. Well, then leave. What's the point of being here if you're not interested in hearing what I got to say? Matter of fact, let me help you out. Let me put you on that block list right away. Pack you up. All right? We don't got time for you. What are you here for? Obviously, you must have been subscribed. The Bible says, he that answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame unto him. Which mean you're running your mouth too quick. You didn't even hear me. But you came in to disagree right away. Well, now you're blocked. Right? Learn how to show respect. Now, the real reason why Angie Stone died is because she wasn't directed by God. She wasn't directed by the Most High. She was already caught up in the system, and she wasn't getting her directions from the Most High. In the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5 through 6, it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not to thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So, if she was directing the paths, if the Most High was directing her path, why would it end in her dying and everybody else is alive? See, these are the harsh realities that we have to really deal with when it comes to life, because when people die, we don't learn nothing. We don't learn nothing from these deaths. We want God when we're on our deathbed. We want Tylenol and headache pills and medicine when we're sick. But when we're well, we don't care about God. We don't care about Tylenol. We don't care about aspirin. Nothing. In her video that we reviewed yesterday, she said she had to get her life right with God, which means all her life, she wasn't getting right with God. She did that at the last minute. And that's one of the biggest problems that we have in today's day. It's like you want to go get your life right at the end. That's like going and apply for insurance, life insurance. You want to go apply for life insurance, and then you're expecting it to benefit your family because you died the next following week. That's not how it works. You had to have that coverage for a while before that insurance can kick in. You can't go get insurance at the last minute and then figure, okay, I got life insurance, so my family gonna be taken care of if I'm gonna die. That's not how it works. You understand? You gotta be alive and on insurance for, I believe it's about 1 or 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you have to be on it for a while before it kick in. If that's the case, people will just go get insurance and then kill people and get the money. That don't make no sense. That's fraud. So in her video, if you paid attention, she said she had to get her life right, and she had to, so it's 2 years, right? Okay, so, all right, so cool. The reason why I know this is because I know somebody that actually did that and thought that they were going to be able to benefit from it, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? It didn't work. You can't do that at the last minute and expect to have security. And what happens is a lot of us, we become religious. We might say some things, and that doesn't mean that we're with God. And the truth of the matter is, the harsh reality of the story is that we need God. And these are the things nobody want to talk about. People just want to sugarcoat the story and play these little games with you. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be in the music industry to sell your soul to the devil. I don't know who lied to you and told you that the music industry is the demon. The music industry, no. You can sell your soul to the devil being solo. You can sell your soul to the devil being a solo artist, and you're not even connected to the industry. Do you understand me? Don't let people mislead you. Don't let people mislead you into thinking that you can be solo and you ain't gonna have no connection to the world. You still gotta be connected to the world somehow. You're gonna need distribution. You're gonna need your album in a store, whether it's iTunes, whether it's Spotify, what you got to go to the world, no matter what. And when you get into that world, they will control you. So it doesn't matter if you're solo or not. What matters is, do you have God in your life? Is your steps being directed of the Lord? You know? The Bible says to trust in the Lord with all thine heart, which means you got to be in the word of the Most High. And you can't lean under your own understanding. If you recall, on Angie Stone's page, she was making a lot of plans for her future. She was talking about different things she was going to do, but you didn't hear no mention of God. No plans for God. And this is the problem. We make plans in terms of monetary gain, success, but in the process of us doing that, we don't factor God nowhere in there. We don't do that. And that be one of the problems that we make in this life, is that we don't focus on getting ourselves together. We don't do what we need to do in order to be on the right path. Being around the wrong people can cause you to sell your soul. Do you not know, ladies and gentlemen, that the people you interact with, the people you hang around, can be the messengers of the devil? Do you know you can sell your soul to the devil even on social media? Do you know you could be a YouTuber and sell your soul? I don't know where people get this idea, like the movie industry the music industry is the only place where the devil is at. No, the devil is on YouTube. You could be a YouTuber and sell your soul to the devil for fortune and fame. You could be a YouTuber and dwell on the dark side. And what happened is all of your viewers are of the devil. All your viewers are evil. And they control every move you make. And before you know it, Satan got you. You think you're in control, but really he's in control. And the people control you because they're all satanic. Imagine being a YouTuber and all of your viewers worship the devil. Imagine being a YouTuber and everybody that's viewing you, they don't serve Jesus Christ. They don't read the Bible. They don't have God consciousness. They are literally satanic and they're evil. Their hearts are evil. Then guess what? You're evil too. So we have to understand that the devil is everywhere and he's going to use everything. So there's no special industry that exempts you from the wiles of the devil. You could be a TikToker, a YouTuber, and sell your soul to the devil. How do you sell your soul to the devil? By rejecting God. Whenever a man rejects God, he sells his soul to the devil. When a man is evil, when a man is angry and wicked and twisted, he gives place to the devil. This is what the Bible tries to teach us to avoid. In Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26 to 29, it says, "Be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil." See, when a man or woman is angry and wicked and in sin, and the sun went down and the man is still in wrath, he gave place to the devil. You see that? Angie Stone had issues with the music industry due to the fact that they stole her publishing and didn't pay her. So she was angry. And I don't believe that she sought God on how to resolve the issue through prayer, as well as connecting with the right kind of people that are followers of God. But instead, she went a different route and her steps wasn't ordered. Because when you're dealing with the industry, when you're dealing with people that rob you, you have to understand that if they rob you, they don't have no intentions on paying you. So they may try to harm you at the same time. So you're going to need God's protection. You're going to need God's favor. Verse 28 says, "Let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands, the thing which is good, that he may have to give to him that needeth." You see that? So if the music industry stole, right, then the way Angie Stone was supposed to go about it was she supposed to seek the Most High in prayer and understand what the scripture says in regards to people stealing from you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people ain't really built for that. They're not. Because this is due, and you know, I understand she passed away, RIP, condolences to the family, but Angie Stone was not educated in the music industry business, and she didn't have the right kind of team around her. Yeah, they stole from her, but at the end of the day, her lack of understanding the business was responsible for her not getting paid. And anytime you lack knowledge, you'll be destroyed. Even the Bible says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." If you lack knowledge in business, anybody could take advantage of you. Your 9 to 5 can take advantage of you if you don't understand how much you get paid. Look, ladies and gentlemen, when you go to your job, you get paid per hour. If you don't tally up your hours on what time you went to work, the overtime, then you know your job can shortchange you on your paycheck. You'll get your paycheck and you'll be like, "I know I did some OT. Why I ain't get paid?" Well, you better go do the math. Because if you didn't do the math, guess what? The timekeeper will play you. I had that done to me when I was on the 9 to 5 grind. I worked my overtime, had my regular hours. And what was crazy was when I had looked at my check, I had I had gotten promoted, right? I had gotten promoted and my salary increased. So I already knew how much I was getting paid per hour. You know what I'm saying? I think I was probably making damn near $40 to $60 an hour or $65 an hour. So I'm looking at the situation like, yo, where my bread? You know what I mean? Where my money at? And then again, when you do OT, you know, you making more money per hour. So they were paying me my previous job title salary. You know what I mean? They were paying me the previous pay rate rather than my new pay rate. So I did the math and I let the supervisor know. I'm like, look, they shortchanged me, you know, a lot of bread, man. I need my bread. So, you know, he said he's going to do some calls. I said, look, man, I got to make some calls, man. I sent my emails in. I sent the math. I sent this in. They had to get my damn money right. And they made a real big mistake. Not only did they shortchange me for my hours doing OT, but they were paying me my previous job title's salary. And they didn't understand that I was already promoted and I already done signed the documents for the new job title. So you gotta know the business. That's all I'm saying, fam. You gotta know the business of understanding how much you supposed to get paid. You understand? You gotta know that. And that's the way it is in any industry. If you don't know how to understand basic math or why you're there and how much you're supposed to get paid, anybody will play you because they know you're not smart. Right? So in the case with Angie Stone, the reason why she was not getting paid is not just that the industry was robbing her or they stole her publishing. In most cases, a lot of artists don't even understand publishing. You know what I mean? They don't even understand how publishing work or how to protect their assets. They just don't know. They thought it was like a job where, you know, you're an artist and you just trust that the record companies and everybody's just going to pay you money. No, you got to make sure that things are done right. You got to know that. You know? You got to know and protect your paper. There's many different ways artists get paid. It's not just one way. You get paid every time that record is played. If they playing that record in a hotel, doing commercials, you're supposed to be getting bread. But you have to have your music set up in a certain way with certain companies, which basically tally up and calculate all things, streams, radio plays, all of that type of stuff. You know what I mean? You got to understand the business and not just sit back wondering, well, somebody didn't pay me. No, you got to know the business, right? And this is one of the reasons why she didn't get paid. Yeah, the industry robbed her, but it's due to ignorance. Ignorance. We got to understand what we're getting into. You could be getting played being a solo artist. You could make an album and somebody's playing your music in another part of the world and you don't even know, but you ain't getting paid for it. They got your song in a club, but because you don't understand how to set things up overseas, you don't know how to get your money. So somebody can have your album bootlegging in another country, you don't even know, and you ain't getting paid because you don't know nothing. You're focusing on the United States, or you're focusing on just Spotify, or you're just focusing on iTunes, and you getting robbed and you don't even know. Do you understand? So you got to look at the age of Angie Stone, and now she recently found out that she was getting robbed. That's a lot of years. So she was getting robbed her whole career, guys. Her entire career, she was getting robbed. You understand? She was popular, she was the star, but she was getting robbed. And this is the thing that a lot of you musicians and artists have to understand. It's not just about avoiding the music industry. It is about, first, you need to make sure that God is in your life, because if God is not in your life, then the devil is in your life. And I know we hate to hear these kind of topics. People hate to hear about God. The only time you want God is when you got a bullet in your head. The only time you want God is when you're on your sick bed. Only time you want God is when you got in a car wreck. Only time you want God is when you're being evicted from your house. Only time you want God is when you're getting that car repossessed. Only time you want God is when you're getting fired from your job. That's the only time you want God. You never want God when everything is going well. You never want God when you get that new promotion. You never want God when you hit the lotto. You never want God when you bought a new car. Matter of fact, nobody never talk about God when they're doing well. Nobody never talk about God until they're in jail. That's the only time. Or when you end up in hell, that's when you want to talk about God. I'm trying to make you understand the real reason why Angie Stone died. Her steps were not ordered of the Lord. She was in a van at the wrong place and wrong time. Everybody else survived, but she didn't. You understand? And for all you know, let's look at this for a second, guys. Okay. The accident happened. Everybody else survived, but she's dead. How do you know somebody in that van didn't kill her? How do you know somebody in that van wasn't an agent from the devil and just killed her? Because if you understood the story, she wasn't feeling too well. She wasn't feeling too well while traveling. I believe there was an article that said something along the lines that she was feeling numb or something along those lines. Because I did my due diligence and read, and she wasn't feeling well. So there's a possibility that she may have succumbed to her injuries due to her, number one, her age, number two, due to possible illness or weakness or whatever she was feeling, because an article said that she was weak. Or not weak, excuse me, that she was feeling numb. I don't understand the context of numb. They didn't really go into further details on explaining what numb is. I'm not sure if it's numb as in you can't feel nothing, but if it's numb like that, that's not good. You know? So at the end of the day, she was basically in the wrong place at the wrong time. Let me see. Somebody said she said in her video that she don't know what they will do to her to keep from paying her all the money they owe her. Yeah, we took a look at her video. There's another video that I got to do a review on. What I just want you folks to do, especially you folks that are in music, is to understand, number one, the devil don't need you to join the music industry to take your soul or to get you caught up. You can get caught up by the people you hang around. The people you hang around on social media can kill you. The people you hang around in the real world can sabotage you. Whoever you hang around and associate yourself is a potential agent from the devil. So it's not about just the music industry. Everybody think this is like, oh, if you join the music industry, you're done. There's a lot of people that join the music industry and they ain't sell their soul. There's a lot of artists that are in the industry and they live all their days and they never have any problems. So this is not about just the industry. A lot of people are making up a lot of stuff that is just not true. Yes, there's such thing as selling your soul, blood sacrifices, and so on and so forth. At the same time, not everybody in the music industry have sold their soul. There's a lot of artists that just do music, they make money, they prosper, and it's just a great thing. But at the end of the day, some artists, because they're not really as talented as you think, or the industry blackballed them and made a deal and said, look, we'll make your records prosper, but you got to follow things my way. It's just like on social media, the algorithm. Did you know the algorithm is satanic? The algorithm only favor those that sell their soul. Even on YouTube, even on TikTok, Instagram, the algorithm is only open to those that already sold their soul. There are people on YouTube, Instagram, social media, period, that have literally sold their soul to the devil. And what happens is, anytime they post a video, it gets thousands upon thousands of views. Some of you've witnessed this. You watch videos with people that their content is garbage, their commentary is trash, but they get all these views, and you're like, my goodness, how come this person don't get no views and they make way better content? It's because that person sold their soul for fortune and fame. You can do that on YouTube, guys. You could do that on TikTok. You could do this. It's not just about the music industry. It's all industries. You can sell your soul on your job. There are people that do this every day. They make deals with the devil. There are people that pray to the devil. Literally. There are people that hook up with the wrong people. And then those people put them on to the rituals and be like, look, you got to take the oath. By the pure fact that Angie died is because she broke the oath. She broke the oath. She made a deal. And when she aired out Universal, that's it. It's a wrap. Once you do that, you broke the oath. You think it's going to be sweet? No, she was the intended target. Why nobody else died? How could you get hit by a truck and you're the only one that died and nobody else ain't dead? But you? Nah, it was purposely meant for her to die. Now, here's another thing, guys. Who was actually in the car? Because for all you know, she was alive after the accident and somebody probably just killed her. You know? There's so many different ways this can happen, man. Because the industry wanted her dead because she was going to open up a can of worms. She was going to open up a can of worms, guys. And they took her out right before she could do that. She had a lot of plans. She had a lot of plans for doing shows, I think film, because I believe there was one particular thing. She was doing something in the church. I was kind of doing my research. And she had a lot of plans, man. She even had a plan for what it was. I think it was for February 28th or something like that. I think it's February 28th or March 28th. One of them dates. She had some plans. So she had a lot of plans in the works. And my thing is, if she was connected to God, if she was prayed up, if she was keeping his commandments on point with the scriptures, then according to the Bible, it says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, lean not to thine own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So if the Lord is directing her path, how did he put her in the path of a truck? That doesn't make any sense. If God be for you, who can be against you? If you're really a believer in God, then God is supposed to be your protector and redeemer. So if he says, in all thy ways, acknowledge him. So that means you got to acknowledge God. How much times do I tell you folks, every time I do my lives, I say, listen, when you get up in the morning, learn how to say all praises to the Most High. Thank you, Most High, for another day. Thank you for another opportunity to get it right. Thank you for another opportunity to go to my job. Thank you for another opportunity that I'm able to drive to work safe. Thank you for another opportunity I can see my family and smile. Thank you for another opportunity to help other people. You know, you got to be thankful. You got to acknowledge the Most High. You got to acknowledge him in all your ways. See, look what it says in verse 6. In all thy ways, acknowledge him. So that means if you're doing music, you got to acknowledge God. Thank you, Most High, that I have hands that can play the piano. Thank you, Most High, that I can sing. Thank you, Most High, that when I go do this show, you're there to protect me and protect my crew and everybody that's with me. You know? Thank you, Most High, that all the people who came out to the event that bought tickets, that they're able to go home safe. You're thanking the Most High. You see what I mean? in all your ways. But I think what went wrong is that Angie was caught up with, wanting her money that was stolen, and she was too busy focusing on her artistry in terms of music and various other projects. And somewhere along the lines, she forgot about God or wasn't acknowledging him in all her ways. Because if she was, the Bible promised, and he shall direct thy paths. Now, either you believe in God or you don't. Because if you're a real believer, you would have faith and confidence that God is directing your paths. So if he's directing my paths, he ain't going to put me in front of no oncoming truck. If anything, he's going to make us see the truck and make us swerve around the truck. But what could have happened, ladies and gentlemen, is somebody could have fell asleep at the wheel. These are kind of things that people are not talking about. This is something that happens a lot, This happens a lot. When people travel, they fall asleep behind the wheel. It happens. You know what I mean? Long trips, you tired, you driving, and it's just a mess. It's just crazy, man. It's not about serving two masters, because everybody have to make money. When you go to your job, are you serving two masters or are you serving God? So we don't want to be religious and dumb and deep. We don't want to do that. When the Bible talks about you can't serve two masters, either you serve God or Mammon. Mammon is a system. So if you're serving Mammon, the system, then you're in idolatry. But everybody got to work. Everybody got to make money. Everybody got to eat and pay their bills. So it's not saying that if you make money, you're evil. Because, a lot of people be dumb and they'll say, well, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet it after. Well, I think you need to learn how to read, because it says for the love of money. You can go have a job. That doesn't mean you worship money. And it says, while some covet it after. When you're coveting something, that means you're competing with someone else. I got a lot of people that covet me, meaning anything I do, they do. Anything I buy, they want. Anything I have, they want. So when you covet, it's normally you trying to be like somebody else. So when it says for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet it after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows, it's basically plain and self-explanatory. You love and worship money to the point of serving it. You're coveting other people that got wealth and riches, because why? You want to be just like them. So if you're a person who worship and love money more than God, it's going to show. It's going to show in everything you do. And the thing is, as an artist, it doesn't matter if you're in the music industry or not. You could be in the music industry and not sell your soul. So this is not about, don't join the music industry. You don't have to. That's my point. And I teach on this all the time in my videos, that as an artist, you don't have to get a record deal in today's day. You really don't need it. All you need is social media, and that's it. You're good to go. But it's going to take a lot of work. You got to have something that's really good. You got to have talent. You got to have a following. You have to have what the people want to hear. And before long, they're going to rock with you. But you got to be making good music. If your music is on the level of what's going on today or better, then you're going to build a following. It's nothing like building an organic following of people that rock with you. That's the best thing you could do in today's day. You see? We as artists and musicians must understand that if our music is our craft, right, then we have to make sure that the people that are around us are not influencing us for the work of the devil. Like, you might do a collaboration with another artist thinking that you're doing something good, but the person you collaborating with is of the devil. And now they added a dark energy to your music, and it corrupts you. This is why the Bible says evil communications corrupt good manners. You can't associate yourself musically with people that are wicked. That's a downfall for you. It's a red flag. Like, you should never do that. You know, you got to make sure that your art and your craft is something that you keep and hold dear, and make sure that no one is able to use you for your talents. Because a lot of times as musicians, we are very creative and we want to collaborate with other people. But how do you know that that person have the right spirit? You don't want to collaborate with someone who is also in collaboration with the devil. You know, all of those tests and trials I had to endure. I had to overcome these very same things. You know, I had to literally overcome interacting with people that was bringing me down. You know, and it's because I thought that by hooking up with this person and that person musically, that it was some sort of good thing, but really it was the worst thing I've done, because it's like you're tagging along with the devil. So it doesn't matter if you're in the industry or not, you can still sell your soul. You see, you have to acknowledge the Most High. Angie didn't acknowledge him in all her ways, y'all. I know that's difficult to understand, but she didn't. Just like a lot of you today, you get up in the morning, you never acknowledge God. And if you be honest with yourself, just tell the truth. Some of you been going for years and you don't ever acknowledge God. You just live your life and you be like, man, forget about God. I don't care. And it's sick, because everybody needs to stay connected to the Most High. We can't live in this life and survive without him. We can't. You got to have the Most High, man. You see? So before we close, I got to make this very clear. The music industry did not kill her. The devil did. The devil did, guys. Because again, the Bible says, be ye angry and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon thy wrath. Neither give place to the devil. That's how you give place to the devil. When you're angry, when you're upset, when you're heated, you open the door for the devil, because he's going to come in and deceive you and make you do things that are not kosher, and it's going to put you in a bad place. You know, you don't want that. You don't want no issues. It says, let no corrupt communication proceed out of your mouth, but that which is good to the use of edifying, that it may minister grace unto the hearers. But in today's day, when we think about how we communicate, we are very nasty with our tongue. We say all the wrong things. A lot of evil communications and corrupt communication comes out our mouth, and it just goes to show what kind of person you are. You know, Angie Stone, pretty much by her waking up the people on what went on in her life, that was her signing for her own death. The Bible says to be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. What did that mean? Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. See, when you're wise, you're like a serpent. You see that? You slither in and nobody know, because you're wise. You're not running your mouth. You're not telling the world. You're not, making energy move. Harmless as a dove, which means nobody expect you to do anything. Meaning, if Angie Stone believed that they robbed her, the company that robbed her shouldn't even know that she's fighting for her justice. But she opened that door by making it public. That gave the enemy, who have the resources and money, to formulate a plot and murder for hire to take her out. Some people might be like, but wait a minute. How could a blood sacrifice be a truck running into them? How is that? How does that work, Ringo? Well, everything is spiritual. Everything is spiritual. So things happen for a reason, and they can't be explained. It could happen where somebody fell asleep at the wheel. It can happen by someone paying the trucker And they just did whatever they do. So there's many different ways because it's a spiritual attack. They wanted her dead. And she's the only one that died. How? How could she be the only one that died based on the collision? Based on the damage that was done to the van? More people should be dead. Don't make no sense. You know? It's just a bad situation, man. And the thing is, when you try to teach people this stuff, they just continually get mad with you. They just make up excuses. They say you should be saying your condolences for her. You shouldn't be trying to condemn her. When did I condemn her? When did I condemn her? She got into the music industry when the music industry was purely satanic and got a bad deal. This is not the first time. It took her years to realize that she was getting robbed the whole time. Because to find that out and then you're ready to go ham and get your money back, that means for years you were getting robbed. You were getting robbed for years. And she even said it in her video. She said she should have been retired like 20 years ago. And that's true. I mean, I never really heard of anybody still trying to do their music, you know, or fighting with the music industry at 60-something years old. You know, not saying you can't, but it's just one of them things that you don't really see that often. You know. But we got to really learn from this situation. We got to learn from this in the context of, if I'm an artist, how do I go about putting out an album without selling my soul? Well, first of all, you need to be in prayer. You need to ask the Most High for wisdom to set up whatever you got to set up. You know? And then you got to formulate a plan of how you're going to do this and how you're going to get paid. If you're not going to go the route joining with a record label or whatever the case is, you still got to join with some sort of distribution company in order for people to even find your records or whatever the case is. So you got to really count the cost to be the boss, and you got to do these things. You got to do all the footwork. Are you ready to do that? It's because it's not easy. It's a lot of work. You know? It ain't like back in the days where dudes would just press up a bunch of CDs. I remember back in the day doing that. I actually had a printing machine for CDs. You know? I knew where to get them in bulk for affordable price. And then you can pretty much, and this is back in the day. You know, back in the day, remember when artists used to sell CDs out of their car, out of the trunk of their car, and they used to do a killing with that. You just $10, $20, and you're just making a bunch of money. You know? We had the CD duplicator system that you could print up all sorts of CDs. You could put graphics on the CD. That's back in the day. Today is a different way. Distributing music in today's day is totally different, and it's so easy for people to steal. So people can steal your music and never paid for it. So there's so many different ways to lose money. So you got to know the ways of how to make money. You got to read books about the music industry. Like I said, back in the day, and I still got the book by Kashif. Everything you need to know about the music industry. It's called The Bible to the Music Industry. You know what I mean? Let me check to see if they even still sell that book. Let me look on Amazon. Let me see. I don't even think they sell that book, man. It's an old book, man. I mean, they got something else. I heard of that author, Donald Payson. I heard of him. I'm looking for the original book that started it all. I probably have to show that book on camera because it's an old book. They probably don't even got it no more, fam, to be honest. Even if they don't got that book, because that book would be outdated, but it had a lot of good info in it, nonetheless. Yeah, I don't even see the book. It's probably on Amazon. I just can't find it. But it's an old book. It's an old book. But it taught you everything about the music industry. It taught you everything. It taught you how to move, how to do contracts. You said it's on Amazon? Because the thing is, I'm live right now. So it's like, I'm live. Let me see. Music Industry Bible. Music Industry Bible. Let me see. Music Industry Bible. I don't even know how to spell the dude's name. Start with a K. Kasif or something. I think if I'm correct, the dude was Muslim or I'm not sure, man. But let me see. Yeah, I can't find it. Kashif. Let me see. Because I want to put it on the screen. Because if you're an artist, you know, that's the book that you got to get. Okay, here we go. Damn, they raised the price on that book, man. Yo, that book wasn't that price? Damn. I got that book when it first came out. Yo, they raised the price on that book, man. $70? Oh my goodness. I gotta laugh at it, man, because like I said, I had that book from the early 90s, man, mid 90s. It came out somewhere in the mid 90s. I got mine in 97, 98. It probably came out in like 95, 96, somewhere around there. But I had got mine, and it's like, let me put it on the screen for you. Because this book is one of the best books. Like this book, if you're an artist, right? If you're an artist, producer, whatever you are, and you don't have this book, then it's the equivalent of not having the King James Bible as a believer in God. Right? And I'm serious when I tell you that this particular book, this book is the book of all books. Now, I'm pretty sure they probably got new up-to-date books. You may want to get those. But this book here, this is the book, man, that started it all. You understand? You see? And, you know, even if somebody got the book, if you don't know how to read, it ain't going to work for you anyway. Because you got to know how to read. A lot of people don't know how to read. But that book right there will teach you about contracts, publishing, everything. Everything is in that book, man. Everything is in that book right there. I don't think that Angie Stone owned that book. She never owned that book, guys. If she would have had that book, she would have her money right now. How is it that, you know, all these rappers like, you know, well, 50 is connected to a lot of different things, but my point is, you got rappers like M50, you know, just all these different rappers, and they make sure that their money is right. It's because they understand the business. You know, it's not that complicated to understand. Some people just use their talent and they forget about getting paid. You got to focus on how you get paid. So if you're an artist coming up in the game, I'm going to need for you to invest some money in some books, right? Because if music is your thing, then you got to get educated into it, right? You got to read, you got to study, you got to understand what publishing is. You got to understand how to get paid electronically when your record is played, when your song is published on streaming services, or it's in a club, or they, you know, whatever. You're supposed to be getting paid from all angles, you know? And this is just something that you have to understand. You know, you got to understand this. I don't think she had that book, guys. So if you're an artist, make sure you cop that book. It's a little expensive now. I did not pay that amount of money. I probably paid damn near half of what that what the price is now. Seriously, I paid about half that price, dog, for real. I still got mine, man. So yeah, man, you got to really know what's going on in the business. They got others. They got other books, man. You know, they got other books, but that brother Kashif, his book is official, 100%. And if you check the ratings says it all. If you look at the reviews on it, it's nothing but 5-star ratings, because it gives you firsthand what you need to understand. And also check out another author, Donald Passman, Check out his books about the music industry, and just invest in your craft, man. You know, read a chapter or two so you can understand the basics, how to understand getting your music copywritten the right way. You know, there's all different types of ways. You got the poor man's copyright, then you got a legit copyright that you register with the Library of Congress. So there's a lot of different ways to do what you need to do. You know, the poor man's copyright is typically you mailing your stuff to yourself, but we're in a different day. So those things worked back in the day where you put an ADAT or a CD in a case and mail it to yourself and it's stamped. That would be considered the poor man's copyright. It helps, it works in certain cases, but you want your project registered with the Library of Congress, right? You want to join different, you know, there's different things in that book you would have to know. I can't talk about everything, you know. Just get the books, learn the business, right? Don't just focus on your talent and figure, okay, I'm going to put out a song. Everybody like my music. I'm going to sell some CDs. You're going to be broke because the money you should be making, you just don't understand how to do business. You shortchanging yourself, you know? It's just like if you want to learn how to edit videos, rather than you go invest some money in how to use a program, buy a tutorial. Don't just sit there struggling, trying to learn, figure it out as you go. So we got to learn from Angie's situation. We don't want to be artists that you online at 63 years old, arguing and crying and frustrated about record companies robbing you, you know? So you got to invest in the thing you do. Invest in books, invest in tutorials. Let industry people that, and if I'm correct, wasn't Kashif an attorney or something along them lines? It's an old book, man. Like I said, we're talking about damn near 20 plus odd years or more. I believe he was an attorney or a lawyer or something, entertainment lawyer or something along them lines, and he decided to get that book going, right? But it's a very, very good book. You're not gonna go wrong with it. Definitely a must-have for any artist, because a lot of you artists out there, rappers and whatnot, y'all just want to get paid. And I understand you want to get paid, but you're going to get played if you don't know the business. You got to know what you're getting into. And I think that's one of the things that's going to protect you is if you understand the record business, nobody will begin to play you. You'll understand contracts. You'll understand that everything you do in music with anybody, you got to have a contract. You got to have a contract, you know? You said he was a songwriter, producer? Okay. Because I'm trying to remember, because I haven't looked in that book in a minute, but I have it there. But I know it teaches a lot about the game, everything. Yeah, I think he was a producer. Yeah, you're correct. A producer. but I'm not familiar. I know he was talking some stuff about contracts and attorneys. Maybe that's where the confusion happened. But nonetheless, one of the best books ever on the record industry so that you don't get played. And it literally tells you, it says everything you better know about the record industry, not what you might want to know, everything you better know. Because if you don't know this, you're done. You know? If you don't know, and the thing is, man, when you read the book, the brother was helping us, man. The brother was helping artists because he saw back then artists was getting them 360 deals, fam. Artists were getting them 360 deals. They were getting stuck. They were being broke, taken advantage of. And he put that book together to save us, the artists. So if you don't got that book, and trust me, nobody's paying me to do no damn promo, right? Nobody's paying me to do no promo. This video is not sponsored. It's just that I know that the book is official. So if you are an artist, learn from the Angie Stone situation. Don't get caught up where you don't know what's going on with your publishing. You don't know what's happening. Is because she didn't understand the business. That's why the company took advantage of her. And even in the book, they'll tell you that. Watch, read the book. They'll tell you. Same thing. They talked about publishing. They talk about this, distribution, all this stuff, points, everything. It's an old book. Like I said, we're in a different time. So you may want to get other books that are updated, that deals with stuff like social media, iTunes, this, that, Spotify. You may want to get a more up-to-date book, right? That's pretty much what you would want to get into. Just to have the knowledge, man. Understanding contracts. Signing on the dotted line, because that's what happens with a lot of artists. They sign on the dotted line, and then they sell their soul because they don't know what they're getting into. Imagine signing up to do a job, and you never got paid for the job, but you did all the work. Y'all remember what it was? TLC? Was it TLC. Remember when they got up to get the reward and they said, we're broke? Y'all remember that? Imagine that. T-Boz, Left Eye, and the other one that was with, I think with Usher or whatever her name is. They were broke. Bankrupt, but they were the stars around the world. Everybody loved TLC. What? Chili is her name? Okay. So you had Chili, Left Eye, T-Boz, and they went up there to get their award. And when they gave that speech and said, we're broke, we don't got no money, but we're multi, triple, quadruple, platinum all over the world, but we broke. It's because they didn't understand the business, y'all. They didn't understand the business, man. It's just sad, bro. Absolutely sad, man. Like I said, a lot of people from back then, like the brother Kashif, he saved a lot of cats, man. His book was sent by God. That's why he called it pretty much the Bible. Look what it says. It says, let me open up a little more. Let me see. Look what it says. The New Record Industry Bible. This is not no game. When he made this book, he wrote this book with the intent to get every artist, songwriter, producer, entrepreneur on point. On point. Powerful and easy lessons for success in the music business. You know? It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy how people can get involved in business and then end up getting played. You know? And I think that Donald Payson is a white man, I believe. It doesn't matter what man it is. Get all the knowledge you can get. Get all the knowledge you can get. When it comes to running your own business, get books on running your own business, how to be successful on social media, how to do this, you have to invest in what you do. Don't just focus on making money, Because then now, how you going to maintain that money? How you going to maintain the money? You got to maintain the money. You see? So you want to be that person that is knowledgeable. Number two, besides the book, as an artist, as a musician, producer, entrepreneur, things that you can learn from Angie Stone's death is make sure you have the right team of people. Make sure you have the right team of people. You have to have the right people around you. Don't just hook up with a bunch of dudes that just want to get paid, because they'll line you up and kill you for that paper. You got to hook up with the right kind of people that have your drive, your ambition, your passion. You got to be with people that rock with you 100%, not people that just want to get paid, dog. Listen, people, please, man, don't hook up with people that are greedy for money. Don't hook up with people who just like, yo, man, can I get down with you, bro? I can spit some bars. No, don't hook up with that dude, bro. He just want to get paid. He will kill you. He'll lie on you, set you up if things don't go his way. Don't let nobody leech off of your talent. No, we're not going to do that. Learn from her mistakes. You see? Learn. When you traveling, right, you got to make sure that all the drivers, let's say, for example, you're doing a long distance drive, you got to have about 2 or 3 drivers, so that if one person is doing all the driving, that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea right there, man. You got to take turns, because you're going to start falling asleep. You're going to start moving weird on the road, and next minute a crash going to happen. You know, they're going to say accident this, accident that. But at the end of the day, if everybody's paying attention, you'll be good to go. So you got to have a good team with you, a good team of people that rock with you, that want to see you successful. If you have people around you that do like the artwork for your music cover, artwork for any promo, any merch, website, social media presence, you got to have people that work with you with that. You got to have a team of people that build with you. And everybody's doing their job, because, again, these people understand the importance of them doing their best to make you successful, because if you're successful, that is how they eat. So you need people that rock with you from, you know, I'm talking about day ones, people that really, really rock with you. Those are the people you want. Real people. And you got to take care of your people too. Don't just have people just doing stuff for you for the free, but you got to make sure that when you start getting paid, there's an understanding like, look, I may be broke right now. I may not have nothing right now, but fam, when I get on track, I'm taking care of you. And you got to make sure that you keep these people loyal, you know, be loyal, because if they loyal to you, you got to make sure that you keep them people right. And you can't get that from nowhere, man. You can't buy loyalty, man. You can't. Listen, you got to treat people right. So if you're doing business, do it right. That book will tell you, when you're doing business, you better do it right from the first time, or it's going to cost you money later down the road. You know? You got to have that. You can't be around snakes. You can't be around people that's jealous. You can't be around people like that. Think about this, guys. Angie had people around her that was snakes. Angie Stone had people around her that was snakes, people that didn't do their job, people that were supposed to keep up with her books. How she's 63 and didn't have no bread, bruh? That means the people that was around her was eating and they didn't care. You know? They didn't care. It don't make no sense. 7 says, why does the record label rip off artists when they destroy relationships with people? The record labels are in business to make money. They don't care about no artists. Artists be thinking the record label care. The record label don't care. The record label see you, and again, no offense to nobody, but the record label see you as a hoe. Period. I'm just giving it to y'all straight. You know what I mean? The record company see you as a HOE. That's it. And they pimping you. That's it. You know what I mean? There's no other way around it. You are nothing but a HOE. And your job is to bring them their money. Where my money? That's how they see you. Where my money? That's it. They'll put you on that damn bus, go do them tours and shake your ass. That's how they see it. Bring me my money. Where my bread? That's how they see you. So once you understand the business, you don't want to be no HOE. You want to be respected as an artist. This is why they hated Michael Jackson. This is why they hated Prince. You know, a lot of those artists from back in the day, they couldn't mess with them because those artists understood the business. They knew how to focus on their money, you know. But, you know, a lot of those artists end up getting killed and blood sacrificed later down the road. But my point is, they couldn't mess with them, man, because at one point, them artists was smart, way ahead of their time. But in today's day, a lot of artists are ignorant of truth. They don't know nothing. All they know about is, you know, I'm in a music video. I got my new video. I'm rapping. I'm spitting bars. But you broke. There've been a lot of rappers that came and went, and they're broke. Why? 360 deal. Broke. Getting pennies on a dollar. Imagine you making all this money from these CDs back in the day, but you making like 3 cents. What? You bugging. You making like 5 cents per CD. What? Nah. You could make more money changing bottles, man. Getting played out here, dog. You see what I mean? It's unfortunate what happened to her, but what can you learn from the situation? What can you learn? Listen, people, if you're an artist, if you're a rapper, or whatever the case is, be careful who you hang with and associate with on social media, because social media is the devil's playground. And there's a lot of fake people on social media, a lot of dragons, a lot of alligators, a lot of sharks. You know what I mean? A lot of serpents and snakes. And they be ready to collab with you. They be ready to harvest your energy. They be ready to come to your house, to your studio, and next minute you let this demon in your house, and now you wondering why your house is having problems and people pulling up. It's because you invited the devil. You know? Oh yeah, hey, the piranhas too. He said he forgot to mention piranhas. Now we gonna put piranhas in there too, man. Them damn piranhas. And them damn blood-sucking leeches, because they try to attach themselves to your talent. Don't let nobody, listen, people, to all you artists out there, do not let somebody attach themselves to you when they don't bring nothing to the damn table. You understand? A lot of times, as artists, we bring people in, we take people under our wing, and the thing is, this person don't bring nothing to the table. It's like, you the producer, you making the beats, you making this, you doing that, you editing videos. What are they doing? What are they doing? They better be doing something of value. And if they're not doing that, don't bring them around you. And if they're a rapper, they got to be a rapper, a real rapper that spit bars, that can write, a songwriter, rapper. You got to be one of those, not just a dude that just spitting bars. No, you got to be somebody that is a very talented dude that, you know, you're a wordsmith. Those are the only kind of people that I would even associate with when it comes to music in general. You got to be a wordsmith. You got to be a person that can think quick, and you can put a song together like that. If I say, yo, we need a song that talks about X, Y, and Z, you should be able to put that thing together. Why? That's your talent. You know? You got to be that. A person that could just make a song about anything. If a company come up to you and be like, look, we need a song about this, you're supposed to be able to make that song within that first hour, because that's your talent. Just like if somebody came and told me, yo, Ringo, I need a beat. I need my beat to sound like this. I can make it instantly. You see what I mean? I don't even need to think about it. I know how to do it. You know? Especially a beat that fit your style of whatever it is you're trying to do. So as a rapper, singer, whatever, you got to be talented to the point where you could just put out content and make yourself valuable. You know, you got to be a valuable artist. You know, it's just like how Chris Brown, you know, he been in the industry for a minute, but he's a talented artist. You know, he had his bad times, but that's when he was younger. And if you can see and you recall, Rihanna basically forgave him. If you really think about it, she forgave him, fam. In that clip where, you know, she came up and Chris Brown got up and he gave her like a little hug and whatnot. And he sat back down and, you know, she ended up like putting her hand on his head and kind of like, it's okay. You know what I mean? That was the end of it right there. She forgave him right there. She did. Right? And that was a good look. It almost like if she's still got love for him, you know, even though she moved on and, you know, did her thing, but you could tell deep down inside that she still got love for Chris. But Chris is talented, fam. He's really a talented artist. Ain't no doubt about it, man. No matter, even if you have bad things to say, even if you disagree, Chris Brown is definitely a talented artist, man. He very, very talented. That's the kind of artist you want to be, but you got to protect what you got. You know what I mean? You can't just have people around you, and you don't want to change your style for nobody. That's another thing that they did back in the day. If you're a rapper that was back then in the early 90s, you know what I'm talking about. Record labels try to change you. They try to take you and mold you into something that you were not. Don't let nobody change you as an artist. Don't let nobody tell you, get rid of this, change this up. You need to be a little more gritty. You need to sound a little more tough. No, be who you are. Be who you are. Don't change your talent. Don't let nobody mix match. No. You know? Don't let them change you. A lot of artists been changed into something that they're not, and they turned into a monster. A lot of people from the church became artists, and they went into the music industry, and the music industry destroyed their lives, man. Because why? They went into the devil's playground. And they forgot about God. We need God, man. Yeah, you could do your music and whatnot, but do you have God in your life, fam? You gotta acknowledge the Most High. You may not be perfect. You may not have all the things right. You may not read the Bible every night, but damn it, you have to have God in your life, fam. Somehow, some way. Just be thankful. Thank you, Most High, for today. I tell people this all the time. When you get up in the morning, simple prayer, fam. Just say, thank you, Most High, for waking me up this morning. If you could do that every day, bro. Sis, if you could do that every day. Thank you, Most High, for waking me up this day. Thank you, Most High, for another opportunity to get my life right. I may not be, doing everything that I should do. My life may not be all that pleasing to the Most High, but I'm trying. I'm getting better little by little, Most High. I'm almost there. You know what I mean? I'm on my way. You got to have a God conscience. That's all I'm saying. That's all he's looking for, man. That's all he's looking for. If you could just let him in, he gonna show you the rest. Before you know it, you're gonna start removing yourself from wicked people, because that's one of the reasons why we always getting in trouble, because of the people we hang around. We hanging around all the wrong people. Cut all those people off, man. Only stay around positive people, positive vibes. That's what's gonna make your music and your success greater. Get with people that are knowledgeable. Listen, people. Listen to me very carefully. Artists, producers, songwriters, all you folks, understand it's not just about you. The dude that's doing your graphics, make sure you keep that person on the team. The person that's out there online setting up the websites, make sure you take care of those people. Those are talented people. They know their craft. Those are the people that can make you successful. Always remember that, fam. Everybody that you have on your team got to be a key player. Make sure you salute these people. Don't look down on these people, fam, because they're not the artists. No. The DJs, the people doing this, the people doing that. You got to salute all the people on your team that got talent. The photographer that take your photos, that make your Instagram look dope. Sometimes you can hire somebody that rock with you, and their job is to make sure that your Instagram is lit. That's their talent. Their talent is, hey, yo, bro, We gonna do that photo shoot this Saturday, right? Yeah. But I gotta do my beats, man. Fam, we got to do that photo shoot, fam. Make sure you come to the crib, bro. I gotta take care of you, man. Do this photo shoot. I'm gonna be there. Let him do his job, man, because that's his talent. So when he make your IG and all your social medias is lit and popping, that's what's gonna help you grow as an artist. Always remember, fam, don't neglect the photographers. Don't neglect the social medias. Don't neglect none of those people on your team, man. Once you got a solid team of people rocking with you, everything gonna be right. Angie had a team that was not doing their job, man. They were eating off of her over the years. I'm pretty sure in her younger days, she probably had a good team, but you know how it is. People change, money people start getting funny, man. Anytime money is involved, people start getting funny, man. I tell you, man, if you don't know how many relationships fell apart over money, man. Money destroyed a lot of people, dog. So I'm trying to give you guys an impartation of truth to really get you up and running with what you got going. If you're an entrepreneur in any field, you got to learn about it, right? If you're in the food industry, the music industry, listen, you're in the music industry even if you're not in the music industry. That's another misconception. A lot of people are like, oh, the music industry, you don't want to sell your soul. Fam, if you do music, you're in the music industry. Don't let people deceive you and make you think you gotta be like at a record company and that makes you a part of the music industry. No, if you're just a solo artist, you're in the music industry, regardless if you're in the actual record labels or whatever. Listen, if I'm in the industrial industry, if I'm in the carpenter's industry or whatever industry I'm into, it's a business, it's a field. So if you're a musician, artist, songwriter, whatever, you are in the music industry, whether you want to believe it or not. The point that I'm trying to make you understand is don't associate yourself with evildoers. If you're going to do business, make sure business is done right. Make sure you don't attach yourself in contracts with people that are no good. Make sure you understand the bottom line to make sure if it's a lucrative deal. If it's not benefiting you, if the math is not mathing, it don't make no sense. Why would you even, jeopardize your entire life? And don't take bad deals. Don't make bad deals just for the sake of being famous and popular. If you're not making money off your craft, don't waste your time. Everything is about the dollar. Your time is valuable. Do you understand? Don't make promises you can't keep. And don't tag along a lot of different people that you can't take care of. Because all of these people are going to think you owe them something all of a sudden. Next minute, you're going to have fallouts and issues. So you got to put all of this together, guys. Again, God must be in your life. You need this book on everything you need to know about the music industry. Also, pick up other books. Go on Amazon and look for books that deals with social media and how that affects music. And look for the up-to-date books. Look at the reviews. See what the people are saying. Is the book good? Is the book trash? Is the book helpful? If you see a bunch of people like, yeah, this book definitely helped me, then order the book. Invest in yourself, fam. To read a chapter a day. And just see how it goes. Listen, the more knowledge you have about a thing, the better you become, fam. There's no way around it. If you're a reader, you'll be a leader. Anybody that's reading books is going to be a person that's going to be way more enlightened than other people. You're going to be smarter and wiser and able to make good decisions, whereas other people are going to be desperate to get paid and they're going to get caught up in a 360 deal. You can control your own future. You don't need no record labels in today's day. In today's day, you can do this thing solo, but it's going to take work. It's going to take a lot of hard work because we're living in a different day. This is why if you're a young teenage kid, 13, 14, 15 coming up in the game, I started doing music since I was like 5 years old. But if you're a young 13-year-old coming up in the game, if you start reading these type of books and you start getting your mind right now, you're going to be the next billionaire. You're going to be that young multimillionaire that a lot of us older brothers wish we could have been, because rather than you outside playing, chasing skirts, chasing young ladies around, instead you're reading a book and you're getting your mind right and you're forming a team while you're 15 to 17 years old. You and your peeps are literally studying books. You literally are reading books. One of your partners, they reading the book on entrepreneurship and starting a business. You reading the book about the record industry. Another one of your partners is reading a book on how to, market this and how to study the market and do marketing and promotional stuff. And y'all all bringing back the intel to the table like, yo, fam, I read the book. This is what I got. Your other partners like, I read the book. This is what I got. And y'all all building, fam. That's teamwork. You understand? That is what younger brothers should be doing rather than hanging on the corner and smoking weed and drinking Henny. You know, if more young brothers pick up a book, fam, everybody will be all right, man. So it is what it is, man. Again, I feel that Angie didn't have a good team with her that was protecting her. That's another thing, protection, which means if Angie is on the road and she's feeling sickly, then we got to postpone the show, fam. We got to postpone the show. I believe she was doing shows even though she wasn't feeling well. But because the people around her wanted to eat, they figure, okay, let her do it. You know what I mean? It don't make no sense. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. There's a lot of books I could recommend, y'all. There's a lot of books, but right now I'm focusing on this content. I may have to do that in another video. But I have a lot of books that I just purchased. I just purchased books, man. I purchased books because, number one, I like to support other people that are authors, and I'll support them. But there's a lot of books. There's a lot of people that are successful that write books to really help people be successful. Then there are books that is just pure BS. But you got to know the difference. That's why I said you got to look at reviews and see what the people are saying. You know? But besides the book, do you got the talent? That's another thing. If you don't got the talent, the book is not going to work. You know what I mean? If you got the talent, these books will work for you because you got the goods. As long as you got the talent, you got the drive, the determination, the it factor, meaning you got it, then you're going to be successful at whatever it is you do. You know, there's no mistake in it. You're going to be successful. You just got to stick with the program and just go with the flow. And you're going to be very, very successful at what you do. You know, so again, make sure you have a good team. Make sure your team is willing to protect you. Make sure that you have understanding of the music business, or else you're going to be just like Angie Stone, where they're going to be stealing your publishing, robbing your money. You're not going to be getting paid. They're going to be shortchanging you millions and millions of dollars, man. Think about how long she's been getting robbed. They probably owe her $30 million, man. I'm serious, y'all. The record business will rob you blind. If you ignorant and you're not saying nothing, they'll rob you, meaning your records are getting played, but you're not getting paid for it. Your records are loved by a lot of people and they're streaming your songs and you have no idea because you're not associated with no, other companies like BMI, I believe it is, ASCAP, and a host of other different companies. So my point is, remember she said in her video, she was supposed to be retired 20 years ago. Y'all remember that? 20 years ago, she said she was supposed to retire. So that means they owe her probably like $30 million. They probably owe her like $30 million. She said it in the video we reviewed that she should have been retired 20 years ago. And that's true. Most artists really do retire and they just live off their success. You know? And it's not like she's some low budget artist. She's a brand name. Everybody know who she is. And it could be more money they owe her. You know, it's not just 30 million. It could be way more. Way, way more. You know? So make sure you're in control, ladies and gentlemen. If you're an artist, make sure you're in control and you understand the business. As long as you're in control. And here's another thing, guys. Have your books straight, please. You know, make sure you have your books straight, meaning everything that you do, have yourself organized so that you know what you're doing. Have everything organized. Set up your business. Do everything right. You know, very important. Well, of course, they took her out so that she don't get paid. But it's going to take somebody else to fight for her to get that money. You know, I hope she had some things in place. I hope she had attorneys and different things in place where they were able to pursue the company that owe her back pay, because they owe her millions of dollars. When I tell you the dollar amount, man, it gets very high. An artist like her, she's owed millions of dollars, y'all. There's no reason a 63-year-old woman should be on tour trying to earn a few dollars, man. She should be living off them royalties, man. You know? It's crazy. So we're going to get up on out of here, guys. I got to get me something to eat and then prepare for my show later on tonight. So y'all be safe out there, man. Again, if you're an artist, follow the video, understand your craft, understand copyrights, how to properly copyright your music to protect yourself, as well as understanding how to get paid from your music digitally. Look up books on how to get paid digitally for your contributions, for your work, so that you can get paid. There's many different streams of how you get paid. A lot of people just don't know nothing. They're ignorant, right? And the word ignorant don't mean stupid. The word ignorant mean uninstructed, uninformed, unaware. You just don't know the truth. And there's a lot of people trying to do music. They don't even know what they're doing. They haven't set up a business properly. They don't know nothing. And they're going to end up getting played. You know, it'll be very easy for someone to play them. So we're going to get up on out of here. Y'all have a blessed evening, blessed night, blessed day, wherever you are in the world. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed to the channel already. Make sure you click the like button. We have about 1,000 people in the building. Make sure you get them likes to 1,000. If you haven't already clicked the like button, do so now. That way the video can be pushed through the algorithm. And make sure you subscribe to the channel for more content. Click the notification bell so we can pretty much you could be notified when we drop the next video. A lot of things in store, a lot of things we got going coming up, a lot of production stuff coming up. Guys, we taking things to another level. I told you already, man. I'm getting into film. I'm getting into video production. And it's something that I've always done. It's not something that I'm new to. I'm very skilled at video production, and in terms of doing movies and short films and reality shows and stuff like that. I'm very, very good at it. And we're going to be doing that. And just know that it's a lot of great things coming, a lot of great projects, right? So it is what it is. Let me see what we got. Yeah, so hey, shout out to everybody that's coming in. And also be aware that on Instagram, there's somebody going around with a fake Instagram account posing like me. Don't get caught up. There's only one Ringo TV Raw on Instagram. If you see any other Ringo TV Raws with multiple W's or whatever the case is, with no followers and no content, no nothing, that is a fake account. Always check the date the account registered. Don't get played, because a lot of you getting played. And I don't know how could people just be following platforms that is not mine. I only have one Instagram, right? And it's in my channel description. So if that's not the one, then you getting played, right? So we're going to get up on out of here. Peace and blessings to the mods in the chat, everybody in the building. Thanks for stopping by. Right? I was doing some yard work earlier, and man, I did a lot of work, man. A lot of work. Because now is the time to do yard work. And if any of you folks are out there, you're trying to get your lawn right, you're trying to do what you got to do, now is the time. Right now is the time. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't let nobody fool you. The times in which, and I'm only speaking for those of you that are in the South, those of you are like in North Carolina, those of you around South Carolina, anywhere around those areas, anywhere in the South areas, as long as you're not in an ultra hot zone, like ultra hot, then it's a different thing. If you're in these type of regions, in the neutral zones, then basically you want to be focusing on lawn care and lawn prep in the month of March or in the month of September, October. Those are your months. If you're overseeding, trying to grow a new lawn, September, October, September, October, September, October. Those are the months you oversee. Those are the months that you do your thing. And I promise you, you will have the results, but you got to do it the right way. And if you're starting right now because you want to grow, then the month of March is the time you want to do. You want to lay them seeds down, do what you got to do. Even though you might have some chilly weather, It doesn't matter. Now is the season. Now is the time. Now is the time to get on out there and get to work, because what you're going to do is basically the seeds will be in the ground. It'll be dormant. But once the temperatures start kicking up in that soil, you will have a flourishing lawn. That's exactly what you will have, fam. So at the end of the day, that's pretty much some stuff I was taking care of, right? But yeah. So we're going to get up on out of here. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Let me see what we got. And shout out to Caramel Kimmy Kim for the support for yesterday. That's right. Shout out to is that Tanya? I believe it is. Or wait. I'm always butchering the names. I'm always butchering the names, man. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right. So that's. I'm almost gonna say Tanya or Tanea. I know I'm butchering the name. But shout out to you, Sharetta. Did I get that right, Sharetta? Or I'm butchering the name again. Shout out to Sharetta for the support on the Cash App. Crystal, shout out to you. It's all ladies, fam. All the ladies be supporting, fam. You brothers, man, y'all better start supporting, fam. For real, for real. The women are literally outdoing all of these men. Like, seriously, the women be supporting the most. And it be these brothers that be talking about, oh, yeah, I make 6 figures. Stop the cap, man. It's the ladies that are making 6 figures. They the ones that always support. I be like, damn, dog. You know? I was taking care of other business last night, editing the video that I'm going to be doing tonight. You know what I'm saying? I was editing the video because I have to edit all the different clips into one video, because the way I did it, the way I normally do my stuff when I'm live, I don't want to be opening new videos. I want everything to play in like chronological order. So I had to edit my video. But we're going to pretty much deal with that situation later on. I got to get something to eat. Okay. Yeah, I did a lot of hard work on the lawn today, man. A lot of work, but it's all gonna pay off because right now my lawn is flourished. Like it's ultra green, and it's gonna get even better as the weather warm up. You know what I mean? It's just perfect. That's something that I do. I like that. It's therapy for me. It keeps me relaxed. I just like being out there doing some groundwork. It's just my thing. If my hands is not getting dirty, if I'm not sweating, it feels like you're not doing nothing. You know what I mean? You have to work as a man. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I do content. I'm a content creator. So obviously I do that as work, right? But at the same time, physical labor is what I'm accustomed to when I was on the 9 to 5. When I was on the 9 to 5, I was always active. I was always moving around. I was always on the go. I was always lifting up heavy, things in order to carry this and do this and do that. So I'm all over the place. So if I'm off the 9 to 5 and I'm a content creator, yeah, you're doing content, you're working, but at the same time, I like doing manual labor to keep myself active. It's sort of like exercise, therapy. I don't know. Am I the only dude that think like that? But it's like, for me, I got to do like hands-on work, some sort of manual labor to be active. That's just something that I got to do. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And it keeps you, like I said, it keeps your heart rate going. It keeps you exercising. It keeps you moving. And it's just something you got to do as a man, you know? And I keep getting this new lawnmower being promoted to me everywhere I go on YouTube, fam. Lawnmower costs about $5,000, fam. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I really want that lawnmower, man. For real, for real. For real. It's nice. You know? The thing is, if I get it, I don't got nowhere to park it. I mean, I'll make room, fam. I'll make room for it, but It's one of them large lawnmowers, fam. Let me see if I can pull it up. Shoot, it might be somebody out there that's rich. They might be like, yo, Ringo, I got you. You never know, fam. I believe in God. I don't know about you. For real. Let me see if I can pull this up, man. Da, 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 ba, 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 ba. Where that damn thing at? Okay. Lawnmower. Because I was watching it earlier because YouTube keeps sending me the lawnmower. I'm like, damn, how much time you going to keep promoting it? You know? Oh, yo, I just went into the search box and I didn't even try and the lawnmower just popped up. It literally just popped up, fam. This is the lawnmower here. Let me take an image of this. Yeah, this one I'm looking at. This I might have my eye on this bad boy right here. And what's so crazy is if I get this, fam, I'm gonna end up cutting everybody's lawn in the community. Make me some money on the side. No cap. For real. Get that money back. Let me see. Let me put it on the screen. Because, you know, other content creators, they're going to see that and want to go buy it. But I doubt it because I don't think they could afford it. I'm just saying. I don't think so. But let me put this on the screen so you can check this out. Okay, let me make sure nothing's in it because you know how sometimes it put your info in there. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. So everything looked good. All right. So let me put this on the screen. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. So that's pretty much the lawnmower that I'm looking at. I like that one. That's definitely a good one. Let me see. Why can't show me it? This thing is bugging out, man. I saw the little video with it. The guy was driving it around because it drives like a car, so it's like it's easy to move around and whatnot. I like it. Definitely a good mower. But yeah, that's about it, guys. That's way updated, man. It's very, very nice. Very, very nice. I'm going to literally go to Lowe's and see if I can check one out. I don't know if they got them in the store. They probably should. Let me see. Do they have them in the store? Oh, they do. Okay. Wait, no. It says ready by, I guess they got to deliver it to the store. Yeah. I don't think this is in the store. I got to double check. See. But yeah. You said 5K is not bad. I know they got more expensive mowers, but that right there is a beauty. That'll get the job done quick. And you know, you look good while you mowing. Everybody that know about mowing lawn, everybody want the best mower, everybody want the best lawn, but you got to put in work to get that, man. You got to put in work, man. You know. You said new bonnet right now. He can't afford that. Unless he go get a Home Depot card and go in debt. That's the only way. But he don't even have any lawn, fam. You looked at his video, fam. Bruh, man, lawn is brown. Listen, man, it is what it is, bro. I mean, guys, do not go in debt over no lawnmower. As much as I would like that lawnmower, fam, you know, it is what it is. I would really like that lawnmower. They have like a smaller option. It's a push mower. It costs about $2,000. You know what I'm saying? That's more like affordable. But if I had an option and choice, that particular mower, I would definitely want that mower right there. You know what I mean? That would definitely do the job. Because with that, I could get this whole area over here done in like damn near, what, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm done. Done. And I'm just off to go ahead and make some content. Shoot, I'll do content mowing the lawn, fam. If I had that mower, I'll do content mowing the lawn. I would do lawn content. What? A $5,000 mower? Bro, you better do content. I'll put like 4 cameras on that bad boy. For real, man. So, hey, y'all take care. We're going to get up on out of here. Got to get something to eat. It is what it is. Yeah, man. Some crazy stuff, man. But, hey, RIP to Angie Stone. I'm going to do more content on that. We got to continue our talk regarding this situation and make sense of this, because there's more info that we still don't have based on that crash. There's still more info. I want to know more info about who was in that vehicle and various other stuff. I'm pretty sure they probably put out more info, but I got to look that up. I don't want to put out nothing that's not really there, like, you know, other people do. I want to make sure that the information is accurate. So again, y'all have a blessed day. We're going to get up on out of here. Ringo TV Reaction, salute you. Salute to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I see you there. Exandra, I see you in the building. What's going on, everybody? See Emmanuel, Betty Hall. Salute to all the members. Salute to the mods, V-Dub Man, Sean the Navigator, Show Shout, Tracy, Rebel for Almighty, Sherelle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we out of here, y'all. Y'all take care. Ringo TV Reaction, salute you, man. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Y'all have a blessed one. Drive safe if you're on the road. And we out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.